First of all, wow, so much information I want to get out in this video, and seeing I have to make them not too long so that they play well. This is, yes, you guessed it, it's the moon. Beautiful photo of the moon. This was last month's full moon. Beautiful it was, and so was the sky and the evening for me to photograph it here in Canada. Now, we're going to talk about the sun today. A little switch from the moon, but never for long. Now, I'm I'm flabbergasted because of one thing. I'm looking at other photos, a video that I was getting of the sun now since a couple of months, actually. This sphere coming into the picture. So now I'm trying to adjust myself always to try to get rid of this object. I'm flabbergasted. It's actually there. Whether it be beside the sun, I don't think it's actually right beside the sun, but it could be further behind the sun. But now here's the thing. This might not be a planet or a sphere. It could be caused by a massive CME that happened on the moon. What is a CME? It is a coronal mass ejection. In this video, we're going to see a coronal mass ejection. We're looking at this planet right now, which has a black dot inside. It seems to be spiraling. It's absolutely exquisitely, astonishingly amazing seeing this. And we're seeing the sun go to the right, and we're going to see this planet go to the left, or sphere, or coronal mass ejection. Now, here's the thing. Look at the clouds. They're going in front of this object. When I have a spot caused by my camera, yes, I did notice this, and it's obvious. The spot remains there even though the cloud's going over it. It will get dimmer. But this sphere or object or coronal mass ejection, plasma, a sphere, a plasma planet. It's a part of the sun that could have been spit out. When something happens, that the heat on the surface from a massive, do you know what the temperature is of the surface? I have so much to say. I'm going to try to say it properly. Guys, solar flares affect all the layers of the solar atmosphere, okay? And the sun, okay, we have the photosphere, chromosphere, and the corona. When the plasma medium is heated to tens of millions of kelvins, while the cosmic ray, okay, we have the electrons, protons, and we have heavier ions. They're accelerated near to the speed of light. I'm sorry, this fascinates me. And this is why what I caught a coronal mass ejection. But you know what? It looks like a bloody ship coming out of the sun because this, what I thought was plasma, remains in a shape, and the shape is very eerie. You'll see it later on. Okay, so like I was saying, the protons, the heavier ions, they're accelerated at the speed of light. They produce radiation, and it's radiation, guys, across the electromagnetic spectrum at all wavelengths, from radio waves to gamma rays. Okay, although most of the energy is spread over frequencies outside the visual range, and for the reason the majority of the flares are not visible to the naked eye and must be observed with special instruments. Flares occur in active regions around the sunspots, but the one I got wasn't beside a sunspot, I don't think, but it came out, and it came out really far. And a massive object, and I mean massive object, came out of the sun. It was absolutely incredible. Okay, intense magnetic fields, they penetrate the photosphere to link the corona to the solar interior. So here's the thing now. See, I'm looking at this object and it looks symmetrical. It looks winged shaped, like there's two wings to it. And the wings are bent on each side, or the nose is bent. I mean, I don't know. Either way, something did come out of the sun, right? And it really came out. And this is a massive flaring that I saw during the month of July. Look up on NASA's website. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to try to pretend it was that day, but I believe I posted it that day. It was July 14th. 2017. We saw this massive flaring. So the red part that you're seeing, okay, I did not, there's the object on the right coming out. Wow. Looks like a spaceship with the nose downwards. And watch it turn. The nose turns to the left. See it? Wow. Anyways, I was lucky to get this, and of course, through filtering. Look at the sun pulsate. Look at it right now. Keep watching it. Watch what it does. It's like a heartbeat. Guys, I've never seen this before, and I was filming the sun for many, many hours through the same filtering. Look what comes through the flaring, the corona right away. Something first comes out. It's round. There it is. It broke through the corona and the photosphere. And now we're seeing the object. Look at this. Golden object. Look at the flaring. It totally opened up. Now watch the sun, what it does. It'll flare again. Look at the top center of the sun, what it's doing. Look at the massive, massive flaring. Now this red line there's pulsating. See? This line, guys, the red line is usually tucked to the green line. Okay? It looks red and green together. Now it was pulsating, coming out massively. It was incredible. I've never seen this before while filming it, and I have filmed it a couple of hours, a good many hours. Now look at this beautiful object, whether it be a CME, a coronal mass ejection. We're looking at plasma. Now, guys, you have to know this is important that during a solar flare and all the many solar flares that were recorded, it is very rare that we see coronal mass ejection like right here. This is so wide. It looks like a wire, an M, sort of a top of an M, right? It goes up, goes into the center, it goes back up, and it goes down each side. It looks like two wings, too. It looks like a back of a spaceship. Just absolutely incredible. This looks like a craft. Come on, guys. It's turning its nose, but it's remaining in the same shape. It has a bigger object at the back of it. Look at it. It's turning, getting ready to take off there. This is absolutely amazing. It really does look like an object that may, I mean, at the beginning I was thinking a flare, okay, sure, you know, solar flare, but here we see the something come out first, like it shot something through the corona to open it up, and then it went through that path, or it's one of its wings. It's a wing again. I caught already a plane, so we're not going to rule wings out. I caught it before. Look at how close we are. It's pretty amazing. I can see two sort of round circles at the back, so it could be two plasmic coronal ejections, two CMEs that we see. Sorry, one CME that caused two of these objects, plasmic objects, to form. And here's a plane going into the sun, but here's with the X-ray filtering, and I clarified it more, zoomed up a bit more, and now look, it's wow, it's quite the wing. You can clearly see it coming out of the sun. Just going over quickly and briefly what we caught just in 1 month on the sun. So I caught a craft flying into the sun. I caught that comet flying by the sun. I caught a coronal mass ejection, a CME. This was all in a period. Oh, this was not, see how nice and close that one was. This was all in the period of 3.5 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. No jokes. There's a lot going on in the sun. I'm not a professional, no. So imagine what a professional with professional equipment could get. The sun is being checked all the time, verified. It's filmed. It's not someone sitting there. It's just always filmed, and people they can go through the footage with all this filtering and be able to see where. Whoop, this was during the solar eclipse. Now look at it from this angle, a new prospect, a new angle that you're going to really appreciate. The eclipse is right now in front of you. You can see the moon beginning. Look what goes behind the moon and the sun. It's incredible. And it's going from bottom to top. Yes, bottom to top. This is the comet. Now look with different filtering that I have not shown you yet. We are going to see something extraordinary. We're going to see what the surface from far looks like. Look, there's a line on it. We're seeing it with different filtering and X-ray filtering. Just beautiful. It's a coffee bean. Thanks for watching, everyone. These are the magnificent, generous donors who are making it happen. This is the force. The force is the source, and they're helping me get the big telescope. Guys, we're so close to getting the telescope. We're at 70% in. So thank you so much for the contributions, and welcome everyone. Thanks for the comments, the support, and the follows.